Today is Thursday, the day after Yom Kippur. Yesterday was a very special day of the year. It was a day dedicated to spirituality. It's a day that we reconnected with Hashem even in a more pronounced way. It was a day of forgiveness. It's the day that we reach for the best in us. And as the essence of the day gets us to really seek excellence in terms of moral, ethical values, in terms of our religiosity, we really get to sort of like aspire to some very high levels in spirituality. So, and we are purified in a sense on the day of Yom Kippur. So as we get purified, we go to the next step. The Pasuk says, Or zarua la tzaddik ul'yishrelev simcha. Yishrelev, those who are just of heart, those who have been purified in terms of their heart. The next thing is simcha, joy, rejoicing, happiness. And that's what the holiday of Sukkot, which will be next Sunday night, is all about. It's zeman simchatenu, the time of our rejoicing. And truly when a person is able to reach levels of spirituality where he understands that what's important is the spiritual rather than the physical and material. There's no comparison between the two. And when he reaches that level, he's able to celebrate happiness in spirituality. And that's what the Sukkah is about. We go and dwell for 7 days, and in the diaspora for the 8th day also, in a structure that is not really as strong in terms of material and physical quality of it. The roof has to have enough openings that you can see the stars. So if the rain falls, it goes through the roof of the sukkah. So what are we sitting on? We're sitting in a structure that represents the spiritual protection of Hashem, that represents spirituality. And there are many, many symbols associated with that. But let it be just that concept, that it's a home that is not physically strong, but has the quality just that Hashem protects us. Like we come under Kanfei Shechina, under the wings of the divine presence, to be protected by Hashem. And also the whole holiday of Sukkot is a holiday to rejoice and to be happy. And it culminates after the 7 days of Sukkot have completed. The next day that is also a holiday is Shmini Atzeret, which is in Israel also the same day, Simchat Torah. Here in the diaspora, both days are Shmini Atzeret, but the final second day is the day of Simchat Torah, when we celebrate with great rejoicing the conclusion of the whole reading of the whole Torah and the beginning again of another cycle as we're starting a new year. And that's an incredible simcha, which is the simcha of the Torah. Yesterday, on the day of Yom Kippur, we received the second tablets of the Torah. That's when Moshe Rabbeinu came down with the second tablets. And as we think of the day of reconnecting with Hashem after He forgave the Jewish people for the golden calf, and it's a day that has been set in our calendars as a day of forgiveness and reconnecting with Hashem. Symbolically, the Torah was given on that day in terms of the second tablets, making an incredible statement that the best bond, the best connection between us and Hashem is the Torah. So as we culminate this period of the year that started on the first day of Elul, 40 days of Slichot culminating with the day of Kippur, and then we keep going on another high as we reach towards Sukkot and the days of Sukkot with all the rejoicing in spirituality. At the top of all that process, we have the day of Simchat Torah, which is the day that we rejoice with the Torah, we dance with the Torah, and we complete the Torah, and we start again the Torah. Because the Torah is the best source of joy and happiness in life, and the best connection, the best way to connect with Hashem. So, looking forward to the next holiday. There are questions on how to build a sukkah. Don't hesitate to call or text messages. I've also visited homes to make sure that the people who wanted to make sure the sukkah is kosher. Just a couple of quick halachot here. As I'm sure many of you are building sukkot, make sure that you build the walls first before you put the schach, before you put the roof. When you make the roof, you should have some openings in it that you can see the stars, but it should not be so thick that you cannot see the stars. But also, don't make it too wide open, because if the roof of the sukkah is too open, where the shade is not greater than the sun coming through, then also it's a sukkah that needs to be improved. Also, regarding the walls, they have to be walls that don't move in a common type of wind. But if there are questions, there are ways to fix that. If you're using tarp to put the walls, you can put some strings at the bottom to create an imaginary wall at the bottom of the sukkah. But again, any questions, please don't hesitate to call. And already from now, we start saying already, may you have a very, very joyous holiday of Sukkot. תזכו לשנים רבות, נעימות וטובות, and גמר חתימה טובה. ברוך אדוני לעולם, אמן ואמן.